Hi, it's Tom from TC Helicon. Today we're talking about Harmony Singer. This is a product that's kind of like a stomp box for singers. It's got 2 voices of guitar-controlled harmony, 3 types of quality reverb, and our adaptive tone to sort of smooth out your whole presentation. So let's look closer. It's super easy to hook up. If you've ever plugged your mic into a PA system, you're already halfway there. So before we apply the power, plug in your guitar. Now if you want to use effect pedals, you're going to want to plug them in after, that is from the through. And for now I'll set my mic gain at about 10 o'clock. That's a good place to start. Then let's see what else we got. Oh, of course, the microphone. This is the cable from my microphone. Just plug it in here. There is phantom power available here if you're using a condenser mic. Make sure that you got your volume turned down on your PA while you're making your connections, because that phantom power can make a bit of a thump. And of course, this goes directly to your PA. And the level is just about the same as what your mic is going to the PA system, so you don't have to worry about adjusting it too much. Okay, so we're all hooked up. Now we can put the power in. There's no power switch on it. You just got to plug it in. That's nice and easy. And it'll take a sec to boot up, and then we're ready to make some music. Okay, so let's look at the controls. The first thing you're going to want to do is turn that tone button on. Although this button allows you to turn it off, I recommend you just leave it on because it's got this great sounding shape EQ, and it's got compression and de-essing and a little bit of gating, and all of those just make your voice sound a lot better. So leave it on. Now we've got the harmony button here, and what these are different arrangements of the 2 voices, below and above your voice, near and far, and generally they're thirds and fifths. So it's nice and useful harmony settings here. If you're concerned when you first set this up and you don't know which one to choose, this second one, 1, 2, right there, that's a good start. That's called third up, and that's nice and easy, or high. And here's the level of the harmonies. There's a nice wide range so that you can have them just in the background, or you can really crank them up. And then here's where you've got these 3 terrific sounding reverbs. You've got a room, which is very short, and you've got a club, which is about kind of a medium sound, and then we've got a hall, which is a longer sound. And you know, the beauty of it is, these are kind of like a mix control here too, so you can bring up the sound of the room and you can mix the sound of it. If you don't like room, then you go to the club and you bring in the volume of the reverb there. Same for hall. And if you're not quite sure which one to use, generally fast tunes are better with rooms, and slow ballads are better with hall, and everything in the middle is good with club. And like anything in music, please break the rules. Anyway, and this is the go button. This turns on the harmony only. So when the harmony is off, the reverb and tone are maintained. And when you want to talk to your audience, remember I said you've got reverb and tone left on. Well, you want to talk to them without reverb, generally. So you press and hold, and you can see it's flashing there. Now you can talk to your audience. The reverb and the harmony goes away, and tone remains on, so your voice still sounds fully produced and great sounding. When it's time to go and add that reverb back in, click. Reverb's back on, one more click, and harmony's on. Okay, let's hear what it sounds like. Oh, yeah, yeah. That's the sound of tone. Tone has a lot of processing to make you sound great. It has, like I said, shape EQ, compression, de-essing, and gating. And the reason I said you want to leave that turned on is because this is what it sounds like when you turn it off. I'm not slagging the microphone, I'm not slagging the PA system, but it's better to sound like this, I think. We think. That's why we put that button on there. Okay, let's move to the reverb knob right here. So you can turn it off and leave it off if you want, but it's probably better than the reverb in the mixer you're using. So you might as well use them. Here we go. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. This is the room sound. Room, room, room. And as I turn it up, you can hear how it gets roomier and roomier. And we give you lots and lots of balance. If you want lots and lots of room, here it is. Like you're singing in a shower. Whoa, yeah, yeah, yeah. Might be a bit much for a gig. Bring it back. And there's lots of room. 1, 2, good. Between the reverbs is this dead zone. And from the room to the club, there's this little dead zone, and then we go into club, which is a little longer. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoa, yeah, yeah. Sweet. And now we're into hall, which is the longest of the three. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Sweet. And that's lots of reverb right there. So you can really get yourself into trouble, or you can pull her back a little bit. If you're concerned about which reverb to use, I don't know anything about reverb. Which one should I use? Put it right in the middle at about 12 o'clock. And that's a nice little bit of club, and that'll get you started. And as you get using the product more and more, you'll find what you like, and you might even go down and change it between songs. So let's have a listen to what the harmonies sound like now. Here are a couple examples of the harmony voices. I'll turn off the reverb, go into talk mode and turn off the reverb so I can talk to you. And the reverb is set so long on this example so that I can do this Fleet Foxes song. They use a lot of really long, deep reverb. And I'm going to set the harmony to one above and one below, and they're close. So I'm using the high voice and the low voice. I was following the pack. Those followed in their coats with scarves of red tied round their throats to keep their little heads from falling in the snow. And I turned round and there you go. And Michael, you would fall and turn the white snow red as strawberries in the summertime. So in this example, I'm going to use the most common harmony in all of pop musicdom, called the third up. I'll switch it here. And I'm going to use a bit of a hall reverb. On this song, I'm not sure if there's a lot of reverb on the voice, but I'm just going to put a little just to thicken it out. Check. How's that? Sounds good. And how? Sounds good. How? And how I wish you were here. We're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl, year after year, running over the same old ground. What have we found? Same old fears. Wish you were here. If I give my heart to you, I must be sure from the very start that I would love you more than her. Helplessly hoping her harlequin lovers nearby, waiting a word, gasping at glimpses of gentle true spirits. He runs, wishing he could fly high, only to dread the sound of goodbye. A couple more things I just wanted to let you know. There's a ground lift here. If you're playing your guitar and the PA is buzzing or the guitar amp is buzzing, you can push in the ground lift and that'll most often get rid of that noise. There's also a button on this side called mic control. And if you're using a microphone like this Sennheiser E835FX or our MP75, those microphones have switches on them. And when you push this button in, you can use the switch to mimic the action of the harmony on-off switch here. So if you're running around and you're having fun, you can do that with the microphone with the switch. Also, forgot to mention that we have USB on this, and that's handy for, you can hook it up to our free application called Voice Support, and that allows you to get updates, and maybe we'll add some new features for you, you never know. And then we've got, oh yeah, momentary mode. Some singers like to just press and hold the switch while they need harmonies, and then release it to make the harmonies go away, instead of turning it on, harmonies, 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 off, harmonies are off. To get into that mode is very easy. You can press and hold this tone button while you're powering up, and just wait for it to light here. When that light lights, now we are in momentary mode, so when you want to sing and add harmony, you just press and hold it, hold your foot on there. And this is cool because this allows you to insert harmonies on just a couple of words here and there if you want. Of course, the talk mode, where you press the button and hold it to go into talk mode, that feature goes away, but this is a very handy little feature. Okay, well that pretty much covers it. It's a sturdy little case, it's blue, it's got a great little bar logo here, and I hope you enjoyed watching this. Thanks very much.